Hello, everyone. A very good evening to all of you, and welcome once again to the free Shiksha TOEFL classes, which is in affiliation with ETS TOEFL. So, yes, guys, we are in affiliation with them now, and for this particular whole month of August, we have had lots of classes of TOEFL so far, and we are going to continue with the leftover modules of the TOEFL exam. So I welcome all of you first of all, and hi and hello, good evening to everyone. I hope all of you are energized and ready for the fresh class of writing today. So basically, what we did is we have completed reading and listening module of TOEFL exam so far in the first 2 weeks of 2.5 weeks, in fact, of August. And now we are on writing module. And in the end of August, we are going to complete the TOEFL classes in detail you know, with the speaking module as well. So yes, coming back to the slide, as you can see it on your screen, that we meet up daily at 5 to 6 p.m. Indian Standard Timings. So, yes, I hope all of you are ready with your laptop or mobile from wherever you're watching us live for this particular class. So, I can see one comment already, Bishal Thapa. Thank you so much, Bishal. I am doing fine and I wish the same for you. In fact, I wish the same for everyone. So, hi and hello, everyone. I can, hear myself only speaking to all of you. I cannot see any other reply on the comment section. So, yes, I would love to see the replies on the comment section, guys. So, let's flood it all with the highs and hellos, good evenings, and of course, comment down your name if you are logged in with your another user ID or any other username, which I will not be able to understand. So, comment down your name, your locations in short. So, I want to know the countries, cities, and places from wherever you're watching us. And till the time you do that, as you already are aware of it, if you are a regular attendee, that this is what we do initially as soon as we enter the class, right? So, till the time you actually write down your names and everything on the comment section. Just a small reminder, guys. So far, if you have not registered with us, you know what to do. If not, let me give you a hint that you just have to click on the link which is given in the description below, and you will be able to register with us. And same goes for our YouTube channel, where all the live videos are posted after the live session is over. So they get posted on our YouTube channel, which is with the same name, Shiksha Study Abroad. All right. So let's start with the today's class without any further delay. And before that, I'm going to introduce you to the latest syllabus once again, in case you are a new joinee in our, TOEFL classes, or in case you have not attended the previous sessions before. Although you would do that, I know, after this live session, you can go back to rewatch the videos on our YouTube channel. And till then, for the new joinees, I am going to introduce all of you to the new latest pattern which has come up. So, guys, I have been repeating this in all my classes, just for to make sure that in case if anybody is new to our class any time of the day, that means any day in the weekdays, then definitely this is for them. So earlier the TOEFL exam was for around 3 hours, and now it has a reduction of 1 hour. That means you will be able to complete your TOEFL exam in 2 hours. And there has been slight changes as per the module as well. So you can see here, reading has a reduction of number of questions in the number of questions, that is up to 20, and the timing which you will be taking to complete this particular module will be 35 minutes. Okay, and then listening, 28 questions. So you can see there is per major change. There has been no major change in the number of questions in the listening module. Timing would be again almost the same, 36 minutes. Speaking, 4 tasks and 16 minutes, and writing, 2 tasks again and 29 minutes. Okay, so that makes it up to 2 hours. Now let's start with the fresh new class of writing module. As you know from here that writing will have 2 tasks, okay? And 29 minutes in total you will get to complete this whole writing task. So let me introduce you today to the first task which I'm going to discuss in detail. of the TOEFL exam in writing module, that is integrated task. So if you remember from my previous video yesterday, I talked about the overview, the syllabus, the pattern, and I told you about the timings and the two tasks which will come in your TOEFL writing exam. So today we are going to focus on one of that tasks, and that is integrated task. Okay. Now let's read about the integrated task first, and gradually I'll give you the tips. I'd also show you the sample question and answer. How does it actually look like? So let's start from here, guys. Here's how the TOEFL integrated essay works. Okay. Sorry. So it is the first writing task on your TOEFL exam, okay, on the TOEFL test. First, you will have 3 minutes to read an article, four paragraphs, 250 to 300 words, and about an academic topic. So basically, all the topics related to your integrated essay, which is given to you in the writing module of TOEFL exam, will be about an academic topic. So academic topic can be any topic which you are, reading in your daily subjects. Maybe if you're in school or you're in college, then definitely you'll be reading about something related to academic version. Okay, so the topic would always be related to that. Next, third bullet point, you will listen to a lecture. So after reading a passage on academic topic, you will get a listening lecture that will be for about 2 minutes, and you will get it on the same topic which is based on reading. So reading and listening, both of these tasks you will get in your integrated writing. So please do not get confused. This is not a reading or listening module I'm talking about. I am talking about one of the tasks, that is the first task, integrated task of writing module. And in integrated task of writing module, you get first your reading passage and then you get your listening audio. Okay. Then finally, fourth point, you will have 20 minutes to write an essay about the relationship between the two sources. What are those two sources? The reading passage and the listening audio. I recommend that you write about 280 words. Why am I saying that? Because 280 words is bare minimum a good amount of words which you can write for a good integrated essay. So you can see the article while writing your essay, but you cannot hear the lecture again. So this is a very, very, essential tip, I must say, because you are allowed to read the passage, but you're not allowed to rewind or forward the audio which you will hear. So that means you need to make the notes for listening very well. Although you will need, you will need the notes on reading as well, but I would suggest make your listening notes very carefully because you will not be able to rewind. Now, the relationship, that means the relationship between the two sources. The relationship between the article, that is the reading passage, and the lecture will be one of the following. So let's see what are those. Argument style, okay, that is a frequent style which we get in the exam. That is that you do get these kind of questions very, very frequently. So the reading presents an argument and the lecture presents a counter argument. Okay, this is what it will be like. Then problems and solutions style, which is less common. So maybe they are talking about a problem and then they are giving the solutions to the same problem. They might be talking about that, and the passage also might contain that. But this is again a very less common topic, which comes in the exam. The reading presents a problem and the lecture presents solutions to the problem. Solutions and problem style, again less common. So the reading presents solution to a problem and the lecture might have the solution to it. Okay, so this is how the relationship between the reading passage and the listening audio goes. Now, the article. The article begins with an introduction which mentions the topic and the author's main idea. Next are three body paragraphs. Okay, so next thing which you get after this is the three main body paragraphs. So each body paragraph contains one supporting argument, opposition style, one problem if the problem is solution style, or one solution if the solution and problem style. So as you can see from the previous slide which I just showed you, the relationship. So there are three types of relationships which you can find between the reading passage and the listening module. Now guys, this is very, very important, so please make a note of it because you will get the integrated task in one of these three forms only. Okay, so I have told you about the article also. How would you actually write the article? Okay, now the lecture. The lecture is on the same topic. So whatever is the reading passage about, the lecture or the listening audio will be on the same topic. And it is about 2 minutes long. You can hear it only once. And, so you have to take notes. So Chizzy is asking, "How are you doing today?" I'm doing good, Chizzy. As you can see, I'm in between the slide. So we'll get back to our conversation later on, surely. So guys, as you already know, I will be giving you the referral codes in the end, and of course I will be giving you some time to talk to me live here on the comment section and ask your doubts and queries. So please concentrate on the slides for now so that you understand about TOEFL writing exam very well. And then maybe you can, talk to me on the comment section later on in the end of the video. All right, so coming back to the slide, at the beginning of the lecture, you will hear lecturer's main idea. Okay, the rest of the lecture consists of three opposing arguments, three solutions, and three problems. These directly respond to the three arguments, problems, or solutions mentioned in the reading. Not only that, but they are in the same order as the reading. Okay, so this is what the lecture will be about. That means the listening audio. Now, the question after the lecture finishes, that means after you stop listening to the listening audio, the question will be shown to you on the screen. It will look something like this, very important. Second bullet point, summarize the points made in the lecture, being sure to explain how they oppose specific points made in the reading passage. Summarize the points made in the lecture, being sure to explain how they answer the specific problems presented in the reading passage. Summarize the points made in the lecture, being sure to explain how they cast doubt on specific solutions presented in the reading passage. So after you see the question, you will have 20 minutes to plan, write, and revise your essay. Have fun. So guys, this, the second, third, and fourth point, the questions might be in any of these three forms. So as I have told you, there are three scenarios, three relationships to your reading passage and listening audio. So within those three, you will get one in your exam, and the questions will be formed in one of these three forms. Now, taking notes, a very, very beautiful and very, very, important highlight of today's class. That means taking notes. So taking notes is a very, very, can seem easy task, but it is not, because you have to listen to the audio, you have to read the passage, and then you have to write your answer. So all the three skills are being tested here. So let's see how can you actually make notes. This slide would particularly, will help you to make notes in your TOEFL writing. So if you understand how the sources are structured, note taking should be easy, right? So you can do something like this. For example, you can make two columns, or you can make six boxes like this, like they have made it here. So in one column, you can write down reading and, the pointers which you feel are important, and the important keywords or factors which you want to note down from your listening lecture, that you can, write down in the second column. So this is how you can actually divide your notes and make notes in the two columns. You can also see here in the next slide, I am showing you how one of the candidates in TOEFL has actually done it, so that you also do it this way. And you can see how the words have been written. For example, in the left section, the reading column, the first pointer says science, research, small, low gravity. So for gravity, he has written GRAV. No need to write the full form because you will not have so much of time, right? Because integrated task has around 20 minutes in total in which you have to complete that particular task. So in 20 minutes, you need to listen, you need to make notes, you need to read, you need to make notes, and then you need to write, combining all the information which you have clubbed in your notes. So again, it is hell of a task, but again, with a lot of practice, with rigorous amount of, practice sessions, definitely you can achieve that. So this is just to show you, and again you can rewatch the video and actually see what are the things which you need to note down for note making session. So here are some of my notes from the above samples. So colonizing asteroids, so that was the topic which was given to them, and then there was a reading passage out of which the student has written down certain words. So as you can see, he has not written full phrases or full sentences. He has just written the keywords or the, one or two words from each of the following columns. So this is what will help you to actually elaborate your, particular answer into fuller sentences later on when you actually write the integrated task. Okay. Now coming on to the tips, which is very important. So note taking tips, first of all, prepare your paper before the question begins by writing, reading and listening and drawing arrows. So as they have done it here, they want you to do like this, but if you want to just make a column and then make the notes, according to the columns, write down reading in the left and right, you can do that as well. So you can apply your own strategies in whichever way you're comfortable. Okay. So you will see the articles as you write. It is a good idea to take down notes. That will force you to pay attention during these 3 minutes that you have read it. So when those 3 minutes are given to you for reading that particular passage, it will only help you to focus on the main words and keywords, and it will distract you from the unimportant information. That is why it is important for you to make notes. Okay. Use short forms like graph and cont and effect to save time, right? So use X to refer to negatives. X can be a cross also, okay? No, not, can't. So instead of writing no, not, can't, what you can do is when you listen to an audio and they are saying not given, so you can write down cross and given. This is how you actually make notes by writing short forms, okay? Next pointer says immediately after the lecture finishes, expand your notes with details still fresh in your head. I used blue ink to show what I did. Okay, so as you can see it in the previous one, you can see if the, my brightness is full although, but I hope you will be able to see it. For example, in the listening part, it's more, prominent. Can you see this cross, the last pointer? Predict benefit. So this has been written in a different color, a blue one. Okay, this is how the candidate has actually, segregated or separated the important or unimportant information or whatever he wanted to categorize in, okay, in whatever ways that he has done with a blue pen and a black pen. So if you have that much time, you can use different colored pens in your note making session just to make it easy for you to remember it when the audio is not playing, okay, because you will hear the audio only once. So whatever notes you want to make it easier for you, the way you want, you can do that. So in the same way, you can use any other blue color or red color ink pen. If not, you can just write the notes with one ink itself. That is also fine. Last pointer says you will use a pencil on test day. Okay, just remember that, not a pen. So practice with a pencil. All right. So again, note taking skills should be practiced with a pencil. Now, what are the pro tips? Pro tips means what are the crucial or some of the essential tips which you actually need for your integrated task. So the lecture summary is the most important part of your essay. Shorten the reading summary if you need to save time. Okay, so I recommend between 280 to 300 words. That is what I said earlier as well. So this is the good amount of words which you can actually use for your integrated task in TOEFL writing. So use transitional phrases. Transitional phrases, I talked about it yesterday also in my class. So in case you want to know about it in detail, then definitely please rewatch the video of the yesterday's TOEFL class. There I explained to you in detail what are transitional words and how can you actually use them and what were some of the examples. So some of the examples are also given here as well. Phrases like in contrast, moreover, finally. Okay, so these are the words which actually the candidate also used in the sample question just 2 slides before. So always be sure to indicate where the details are from. That means the reading or the lecture. So you have to indicate, that means you have to tell in your writing task where did you actually read or hear about it. Okay, so that when the examiner is reading your answer after the computer has actually analyzed it, it is taken in care or corrected or evaluated by the test taker, sorry, by the examiner as well. Okay, the human raters which we talked about yesterday again in our class. So after they read it, they will also come to know that yes, the candidate was very much concentrated during the exam and he knows from where has he got the information, from the reading passage or from the listening audio. So it is very much important to mention the detail from where did you actually get it. Okay. Now the next pointer says avoid copying the reading word for word. Paraphrase as much as you can. So again, as I told you yesterday also in my class, that paraphrasing, that means using a lot of synonyms, using uncommon vocabulary, will give a very good score in your writing task. Okay, in case you are repeating the words from the listening audio or whatever you heard or whatever you read in the passage, and then you're writing the same words, you're repeating the words in sentences, in that case your score will be hindered. That means you will get a low score. So always try to write everything in your own words. Okay. The next pointer says you don't need fancy grammatical structures. Okay. The accuracy of your details is more important in this task. So in this particular integrated task of TOEFL writing, you will be evaluated on your grammar as well, but no need to use a very fancy grammatical skill. If you are used to it, if you know your grammatical skills really well, and if you are very much aware of the clauses or the sentence structure or complex, compound and simple sentences, how to blend them, all of that, then definitely go for it if you're very well versed with it. If you are not, then don't try to mug up sentences and then rephrase them there in your answer. No need to do that. Just be very simple in your language and hit on the points, hit on the important pointers which are there in your listening audio and the reading passage. Okay, because the examiner is only looking for the important information. How well have you read and how well have you heard the audio? Okay, so save about 1 minute to proofread your work. Always we say in IELTS also, in TOEFL also, in PTE also, in every migrating exam, we tell you to keep some time, at least 1 or 2 minutes in the end, to revise your paper. Because no matter how good are you in your English, how well versed are you in your English language skills, definitely nobody is perfect and we tend to make mistakes. So in order to correct those mistakes in the end, you should keep at least 1 or 2 minutes to revise your paper and go through whatever you have written. Okay. So that was the pro tip which I wanted to give you. Now I want to show you actually the format of how would the integrated task look like and how would you actually write it. So let's read about it. Your TOEFL integrated task or essay should include an introduction, should have 3 body paragraphs. No need to write a conclusion. So always remember that in integrated task of TOEFL writing, you do not need to write a conclusion because it is an integrated task. You're hearing the audio, you're reading the passage, you're making up your points by clubbing them together. So no need to write a conclusion. It should only have an introduction and 3 main body paragraphs. So the following templates suggest a way to structure your paragraphs. I don't really think you should use templates because word below word for word. Instead, use something similar to this and personalize it as you like. So no need to copy paste, guys. Okay, no need to copy paste the phrases or the words which I'm giving you right now. You can take help from that. Obviously, it is for your help only. It is for you only, but no need to copy paste it directly. You can just paraphrase it in your own words and then use it. So in the introduction, no matter what question style is used, you can write down an introduction that looks something like this. So the reading and the lecture are both about dash, and then you can continue with your sentence. So you can use either one of this sentence. The other one is, while the author of the article argues that, okay, and then the lecturer disputes the claims presented in the article. So one way you can write like a contrast or a comparison which you're giving between the reading and the listening audio, or you can either talk about it together in the first pointer as I said. Otherwise, you can also write it as his position is that, and then you can continue with your writing. So in this also you can, start giving the pointers clubbed together of both the sources. So this is how your introduction would look like. That means how would you actually start your integrated essay? You can use any one of these 3 in your own paraphrased form. There will be more. You can actually Google it if you want to, but if you want to use this, then definitely you're welcome. Now, the next is three body paragraphs which you have to form. So you can use something like the following templates for the body paragraphs. For example, you can either start it with, according to the reading dash, the article mentions that this argument is challenged by a lecturer. He claims that additionally he points out that, and then you can continue with your sentences. The same goes for the other set of sentences that you can re-watch the video and read it later on. So I am moving to the sample question for now. Now, after understanding about the integrated task as a whole, what is it actually and what do you get in that, and what are the pro tips, what are the essential note taking tips? Now I'm going to show you the task, how does it actually look like, and then maybe I'm going to show you a response as well. Yes, I have the sample answer ready. So guys, this is a sample passage which I have in front of you. So reading passage, reading time again, 3 minutes as you know. The TOEFL integrated task will have 3 minutes, it will give you 3 minutes to read the whole passage. So here are two paragraphs given to you, and then you will have a lecture. So right now I cannot make you listen to the lecture, of course, because it's a live YouTube video which is going on, and it's difficult for you to listen and for me to make you listen to the listening audio. Hence I have the transcript or the audio script of that listening. So when you want to practice by yourself, you can take 3 minutes, you can time yourself, put a stopwatch, and try to read the two paragraphs in 3 minutes. Try to make the notes and then try to read the listening. So, whatever you will listen, that is all given in paragraphs here. So you can read the audio script as well. And then the question is, summarize the points made in the lecture and explain how the speaker casts doubt on specific points made in the reading passage. So again, you'll have to compare both the sources and club down or blend together the notes from each of the sources. That means the reading passage and the listening lecture. Okay. Now the sample answer is also given. So once you have prepared your own answer, what you can do is you can go to this particular slide when you are rewatching the video, and then you can compare your answer with this particular sample answer. So that will give you an idea that whatever you have written is correct or not, or how, you know, that means how many points are actually matching with your points in the answer. So you can actually make a note of it that, okay, you are on which level and how much more practice do you actually need. Okay. So guys, with this, we finish with the integrated task. I know it was a little bit lengthy class, a lot to learn about the integrated task, but I'm sure that you must have understood so far that what is actually an integrated task in TOEFL writing and how would you go about it. Definitely it will take some time with your practice session, with rewatching the video and then coming up with questions, and then I will answer them one by one. Definitely it will take a little bit of time. You need a good practice session for that. You need to write at least 5 to 10 integrated tasks, and then you will get familiar with this particular task of writing. So anyway, that you can do later on as well. As I told you, all the videos later on are put up on our YouTube channel, Shiksha Study Abroad. So please subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you do not miss out on any free content or any free videos when we are, uploading them in the upcoming future. Now, as decided, as promised, I am going to show you a TOEFL and GRE combo course, combo offer, which we are giving on this course. So this is basically for the aspirants who want to give GRE and TOEFL, or who require both of these exams in their list. So you can avail, a very good discount. You can see here, you can save a lot of money by applying this particular code. I am also going to, copy paste it here on the comment section so that it's easier for you to just copy paste it from there and you do not have to look at any other referral code. So this was the code which I was talking about. This can be applied while registering with us for the TOEFL course. Okay, and also it is acting as a combo course which we are giving for both TOEFL and GRE. Now guys, coming back to the PPT. Now, as promised again, I am going to give you some time now to ask me questions if you have. Okay. So Vishal is asking, as you have already mentioned that conclusion is not necessary. Yes, I did mention that. But in sample answer, there is a conclusion. Is it necessary? So as I told you, it is not required. I never told you that it will be wrong if you answer it like that. But yes, whatever I have said, please go by that. And they have not given any conclusion. Hello, Vishal, were you concentrating in the class? Just kidding. So, in the sample answer, I hope you're talking about this particular answer. So, thus, the lecture contradicts the facts mentioned in the passage. Groups and individuals both have advantages and disadvantages, and the impact of it can vary in different organizations. I don't think so. This is acting as a conclusion here. That is why I told you not to give any conclusion. So, first is the introduction paragraph, and then we have 1, 2, and 3, three main body paragraphs. This has just been included by one of the candidates here. So if you want to go with the conclusion, you can. But as I mentioned, do not try to put in the conclusion here because it is an integrated task. So same happens, guys, with the IELTS as well. I have seen a lot of videos and rumors being around the report writing which comes in academic of IELTS exam. There are also many of the candidates, they do write conclusion, although it is not needed in the report writing of IELTS exam. And same is happening here. It is not wrong. I'm not saying it's wrong to put a conclusion, but yes, it is not required. Okay. So I hope that answers your question, Vishal. It's so you're asking, is it necessary? No, it's not necessary. So as I told you, just stick to the format which I have given you, one introduction and three main body paragraphs. If you want to include the conclusion, you can, you may, but to get a good score, to fulfill the need of the integrated task, it is not required. Okay, that is what I would say. All right, guys, any other question, any other doubt which you have regarding the TOEFL exam, you can always ask me here. So, in case you are, you know, uh, trying to like, so I'm sorry, I just forgot what I was saying. Just give me a minute. Yes. So what I was saying is that in case you want to ask your doubts and queries later on as well, in case the live session is not going on and you have some question in your mind, you have rewatched our videos on the YouTube channel, maybe say for example, at night before going to bed you wanted to learn something about IELTS or TOEFL and you just rewatched our videos and then you come up with the doubt or query and you want to ask it, definitely you can. Please do not hesitate to put it on the comment section because we regularly answer our candidates' questions and queries on a daily basis. In fact, we give our best to, speak to you live. And if not live, then definitely we try to get back to you as soon as possible. We have lots other, things to do, but we keep our candidates as a priority and we answer their queries as soon as possible. So please do not forget or hesitate to do that. You can ask me any number of endless number of questions, in fact, on TOEFL and IELTS. But yes, on those particular videos. For example, if you're watching IELTS videos from the month of June and July, where I told you everything in detail about IELTS, then you need to ask those questions under the IELTS videos. But if you have something related to TOEFL, then please comment it on the TOEFL videos. Okay. So I hope that is clear. Vishal says thank you, ma'am. Okay, welcome, Vishal. So, guys, tomorrow we are going to learn about the second task of the TOEFL writing, which is a new one, in fact. So, I'm sure many of you will be having a lot of problems or a lot of doubts on that, ma'am, how to write it. It's new in TOEFL writing and we do not know anything about it. So, tomorrow is the day for that. And definitely, I will be showing you, the whole detail of that academic writing. So writing on an academic discussion, we will be doing that and we will be discussing just like this. I will be giving you the tips, I will be giving you the sample questions and answers, and so that it becomes easy for you to get familiar to the new question which has been introduced in TOEFL writing. So yes, guys, that is all from my side. If you do not have any particular question, then again, I would just remind you to register with us. Please do not forget to register with us. And of course, please do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Okay? Yes. So if you do not have any other doubt, we can wind it up. And it was a very smooth and beautiful session today. I liked the way you responded, although there were less comments. I don't know why. What was the reason? So I would really like to know, guys. I can still do not, I can still not see any comment on the names and the locations which I asked for. Anyway, I'm assuming that you wanted to learn and you were focusing more on the PPT and video. So that is what I will assume so far. But yes, if you want to comment down your name and your locations, you're welcome to do that. In fact, I would be really happy to see how many people are actually joining us live and from where. So that is the main motto why I actually tell you to write it on the comment section. And again, if you're watching this not live as a recorded video, again, you can do that. Again, I would love to see how many people actually watched us after live. So that is also something I want to know. And yes, with that, we complete today's session. And I hope it helped you. I hope all the videos are helping you. But yes, you need to be very, very particular about your practice session as well. So please do not forget to practice. And tomorrow we are going to discuss another set of tasks from the TOEFL exam. So there are only two tasks in the writing TOEFL exam. So one we have completed today and another one we will complete tomorrow, and we will learn about it in detail. Till then, thank you so much, guys, for joining us. I will be seeing you very, very soon now. Tomorrow, in fact, with the same timing, 5 to 6 p.m. Indian Standard Timings. So Petros says he is from Ethiopia. Wow, great. Thank you, Petros, for joining us. It's really lovely to have you. In fact, it's really lovely to have everyone. So I can see a lot of people commenting, from outside India as well. That is a really, lovely response which I'm getting. So thank you so much, guys. I shall see you tomorrow. Till then, take care and keep learning about TOEFL, IELTS, and whatever exam you want to give. Okay, take care. Bye bye.